Aquaman number 31, Dan Abnett writing. We've lost Cedric, we've now got Riccardo Federici on art. Now,
Yeah,
obviously,
I didn't know that until I opened it. I was like, oh man,
I knew it was
such a
coming.
cover.
I knew it was coming. I didn't know it was this issue specifically, but I knew it was coming soon. I
Uh,
knew we were sort of around that time where it was going to happen. And I think the interesting thing about the art is, one, the art's still very good. It's not bad art by
yeah.
any means. But I think what's really notable to me, and I'm glad about this, is that it seems like, no, that Cedric shift in art, everyone responded to that really positively. So they've said,
Yeah.
no, that is the style going forward. The colouring that's here is
Uh,
similar to that colouring. The style, it's not the exact, is quite as good, but it's a very similar style to what
yeah.
he was doing.
Even Dolphin looked similar to
Yeah,
Cedric's.
yeah.
The way that she's with the color of the blonde hair and
Yeah,
her hands and feet.
which is funny because I actually think one of the colouring changes is actually her hands and feet are a bit more blue. The blue's a bit
Blue.
stronger,
Yeah.
but the overall desaturated,
Mhm.
look to the ocean, which I really like from his art, is still here. So I'm glad they're making it feel consistent, and I'm liking it that they've gotten away from what we had for so long,
Yeah.
since the start of Johnsy's run back at the New 52. They'd kept
Yeah.
that for.
Which I'm feeling it when I finish this issue that Abnett has really left his fingerprints on Aquaman
Mm,
going forward, which I don't think you could have said. Like you had the David era in the '90s with the hook hand,
yeah.
but until John's really nothing. It just kind of he was kind of like the ocean where he just ebbed and flowed with whatever. Even the John's run, he kind of felt like he was directionless. Like he wanted to do Atlantis stuff, but
Yeah.
kind of not really.
Well,
So
I think what I've loved about since issue 25 is this exploration of Atlantis is more of an actual city with
yep.
parts to it and different people in it,
Like a
and
culture.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I've been digging that, and I like this issue as well. I liked what it's doing. I like the idea that I mean, what's his name? Vilko actually references that he's basically being Batman in the ocean. He's like, taking some lessons from that scary one from Gotham, eh? Like,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
he's calling him out on it.
Well, also, I love where he goes, I can be your advisor. He's like, you were my advisor, and I trusted you, and you betrayed me
Mm,
if you don't remember. And I like that they're calling back to Throne of Atlantis. Like,
yeah. Because you see him
yeah.
saving this group of people. Basically, like Wrath's men are just going to start murdering people they don't like,
Yeah.
and they're
It's a
working their way
death
through.
squad.
Yeah, they're working their
Yeah.
way down. They're on the seventh trade right now, and they're working their way down to the ninth. And King Shark's kind of taking the reins in the ninth trade,
I
and
love King Shark.
yeah, I love him too. Ultimately, the plan though, that he's convinced of, because he's refusing that he's not going to be king when this is done. He's fighting to like break them
Yeah.
free from the reign of Wrath, but he does not want to be king. And you get the idea that the widows from the Widow Tower are like, oh, we want Mira
Sisterhood.
to uh,
Yeah.
be queen and be
So,
the ruler of Atlantis. But
and that's kind of always what they wanted from the beginning of this, where,
mm,
kind of when I stopped reading the first time was with the sisterhood stuff, where it's like, well, no, Mara, like, you need to go through these traditions. That's your job as queen. And little did we know that they were just priming her to actually take over for Arthur.
yeah,
Should because that was their preferred, and I feel like Atlantis could use that change. If not Arthur, then it should be. And I also Orm's still kicking around somewhere.
he is.
I
I
haven't
mean,
seen him since Forever Evil, but
yeah,
he's
no,
kicking around.
it's worth mentioning. And then what's his face? Uh, oh God, the name. His guard who is still on his side. We found out just
Merc,
recently. Sorry,
Merc,
Mark. Yeah,
Merc.
Mark. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mark. That's it. Yeah, like we found out recently he's still on his side, and we didn't see him this issue. What's he up to? What's he
No.
doing? So all very curious. And of course, the whole plan is that Arthur goes to King Shark and is like, "Hey, they're going to come down here and they're going to start murdering you. Like they don't care. They just want to like commit genocide.
No.
If you actually help us, if you come with the resistance, you can fight back. And our enemy, we've got a
The
common enemy.
undercurrent.
Yeah." So I really like that idea, and of course the end of the issue, Dolphin and someone else find Mira. Mira's been kept alive because, as we know from the last issue, when she went through the thorns, something went wrong. The magic wasn't quite right, and now she can't breathe underwater. So
Yep.
they've got her in like a sort of Atlantis tank thing for oxygen breathers,
She's running out of air.
and it's running out. She's
Yeah.
so. So Mira's finally interacting with the main cast of the plot that we've had since 25, so it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And I like that too because they have been apart, and they keep mentioning that the reason that Aquaman's doing this is so he can get back to Mera because he just wants to go live in the lighthouse, kind of be done with Atlantis and be a superhero.
Yep.
And so the fact now that she's there but not, I feel tragedy is along their way. Whether he can't enter Atlantis if she becomes queen or something, or It completely uproots the culture. I don't feel this ends well, and I like that. Habnet's doing some real cool stuff.
Yeah, it's a nice turn. Obviously, we spoke a lot about how it was kind of lackluster for the first chunk, and then it picked
Yeah,
up, and then it's proper enjoyable now. I'm glad. I mean, again,
yeah.
I would.
He he set the table with the Black Manta stuff,
Hmm.
so then we could get to he's a bad king. So now we have Wrath, who when you think of Aquaman villains, it's Ocean Master and Black Manta, and now we have Quorum Wrath. So that's cool. Like I like that he's a
Yeah.
proper addition there.
Yeah, so I'm glad it's monthly. I think double shipping was too much for it, but
Yeah.
I think as a good solid monthly book, I am enjoying it.